This place
chance.
should be locked down and buttoned up tighter than Tristan's attitude. So, where is everyone?
Yeah, good question.
Attention IRC staff. Please head inside for an important announcement from the
Oh, that's
council.
happening right now?
Attendance is mandatory.
Mandatory? That's not good. Those are always bad news.
Oh, top floor assessed. Okay. So there's definitely more on site here. Is what they're saying, though. Anything I can pick up? No. Is this an option? Or am I overthinking this? Yeah, I think I'm overthinking it. I missed. One thing I wonder is how many people are inside watching this mandatory meeting thing. Like, how many people am I going to be walking into? Oh, no, that's just before. What's going on in here?
Error. Currently performing the tasks of 6 subjects. Active job queue maximum exceeded.
Oh.
Excluding additional input.
Can't turn that radio off for some reason. Alright, well, turn that on, whatever. Maybe that's for the lift over here. Like this lift right here. So could we go in this way if you wanted to? No, we could not. Alright. Transition to Interstellar Reconfiguration Center. Storeroom with nothing for me to pick up. Disappointing. Oh, I didn't realize I leveled up to 20. So the options are the Ghost Array mod. They gain the ability to craft Ghost Array utility mod. While applied to the helmet and you drop to half health, you gain camouflage. This makes it difficult for enemies to target you and causes your attacks to deal sneak attack damage. Grants a single copy of the mod, selecting perk. Or self-repairing armor mod. Gain the ability to craft self-repairing armor mods to the workbenches. When slotted into your armor, gain a bonus to your armor's defenses, which break after taking moderate damage. After a short period of not taking damage, the armor repairs itself, granting a single copy of the mod on a selecting perk. I'm thinking self-replicating. And Aza. Got Stunning Explosion. Aza's companion ability now inflicts stun rather than stagger. Or Shorten Diffuse. Aza's automatically gains 1 charge of her companion ability when combat starts. Oh, that I like a lot. What the fuck is that?
Due to an anomalous event, the interstitial hall and exhibition tower is off limits for the foreseeable future to any and all non-essential personnel. All requests to view the prototype rift anomaly modulator are hereby suspended for the time being. Please direct all further queries and study petitions to the lead researcher's office.
What is that? It's definitely got like a wider field of influence compared to the other rifts. Still enemies this way, according to my compass. And I do feel like we might end up in a fight here real soon. Very weird, seeing as I've never seen a rift like that. Alright, I guess down low's our only option. Engineering 4, seal artillery, hangar doors, so that I can do that. Alright, well, let's go open this door downstairs and see what happens. I feel like I should be more prepared though.
Subjects, listen well. Days ago, our beloved sovereign, in his infinite wisdom, submitted himself to mental refreshment to strengthen his resolve for the good of all. At his command, I, Emery Thoreau, now accept the responsibility of shepherding you through these dark times until our sovereign's blessed return. I shall not take this duty lightly. For I address you today not as the consul, nor even as your new leader, which I am, but as a simple man who wants nothing more than to defend his home and his neighbors. But I cannot do it alone.
Yeah, there's some fuckery going on right now.
The sovereign's certainly dead.
The sovereign's a downright dove compared to the consul.
And future sovereign. So dry those tears as I call upon you to stand tall with renewed zeal. Together, we will finish our great sovereign's work and purge Arcadia of those who seek to harm us. We shall clench our victory and step into the prosperous future our matriarch promised.
Oh yeah, that's definitely not good. That's not good at all. Not even a little bit. Need to do inventory management here soon. Arrival and departure logs. Arrival and departure logs displaying most recent entries. Arrival, Solstice, Royal Shuttle, Sun aboard. Departure, Solstice, Royal Shuttle, bound for Sovereign Ship, Sun not on board. Arrival, unavowed, Console Private Shuttle. Departure, unavowed, Console Private Shuttle, bound for mental refreshment, Sun aboard. Requisition error. More crates of Borslow arrived today, assigned for delivery to the Prestige Observation Suite. Third time in as many weeks, and yet we have no visiting luminaries, save for the console briefly. I cannot imagine he's putting away that much loaf, and certainly not in a single afternoon. This must be a tabulation error. It's certainly worth investigating to be sure. Is it an error though? What else would need a shit ton of Borslow?
Check enemy light just turned.
What? Uh-oh.
Sort
Well,
of
here we go.
peculiar.
Ready to take a heat over, Commander. Just say when.
Uh-oh.
Under the guidance of our beneficent eunuchs, Pride Sun.
We can't be expected to sleep in these conditions.
They are standing wildly close to that, don't you think?
Damn it! Where'd they get to now? There you are.
Sorry. Not really.
Sustain the system.
Alright, what do we got? Anything else? Anything that can help me here? Lead researcher's office. Main hangar. Sealed. Oh, okay. Rich Containment Laboratory.
I know how this looks, but I can assure you I have leave to look into... Oh, you're not security.
Nope.
Then you must be responsible for all the commotion I heard just now.
Probably. Oh, I can find it. You need your ears checked. It's been quiet as a tomb all day.
I haven't the desire to contend with you on the matter. Not when you are so armed. For
Smart.
both our sakes, I think it best if we continue as we were. I will forget I saw you as long as you extend me the same courtesy.
Not until you tell me what you're doing first.
I was looking for proof, if you must know. There was an incident recently, and I believe our head of security is neglecting his duty to investigate. Albin Valancourt is the sentinel charged with supervising this facility and all its researchers. Unfortunately, he's a punitive man who delights in the wretchedness of others. I'd grasp a live rod if I could pass its current to him. Although, unless you have unusual license to be here, his odds of keeping head and body united diminish by the second.
I'd be more than happy to accelerate that timeline. I am quite handy with sharp instruments if you prefer it done quiet-like. Or I can just improvise. Always more fun that way.
You know what? A little friendly decapitation would cheer me up.
It has always worked for me.
Do I know you? Your voice sounds strikingly familiar.
I don't think... I mean, definitely not. You must be mistaken.
What?
Well, your assistant seems spirited. But do not mistake me. I only want the appropriate measures to be taken in response to what appears to be a significant security breach.
You mentioned an incident?
Unless your lamps have oxidized, you must have noticed my arm. I lost it saving the Sovereign from a rift experiment gone wrong. An experiment I was in charge of. Naturally. Valancourt supplied my name for the reports, incriminating me in the eyes of my colleagues. And since he's closed off that wing of the lab, I can't prove my innocence.
Okay. What do you suspect happened?
Coincidence is not causation, I know. But with recent events being what they are, it's difficult not to draw certain unpalatable theories beyond mere incompetence. Sabotage comes foremost to mind, though the perpetrator and purpose remain a mystery. If only Valancourt was not at permanent cross-purposes with me.
I can help with your situation if you help me acquire the rift modulator you have here.
I should have known you were here for the prototype. But for what ill-begotten purpose, I wonder?
Not ill-begotten at all. I'm trying to save the colony from certain destruction.
If that is true, then your goals and mine may be in closer alignment than I thought. Everything is turning base over apex today. Even though we have expanded our efforts beyond the modulator's use, Valancourt would still pay for such a theft. And I'll need it to reopen the rift in the closed-off wing. I couldn't possibly rely on an outsider to help me conduct an investigation, could I?
Oh, totally.
That would be outrageous, unthinkable. Except, whatever the cause of the incident, it is my duty as a law-abiding protectorate subject to gather proof and uncover its cause. Really, Valancourt is forcing my hand here.
Yeah, that's right. It's Valancourt's fault. What did you mean when you said you've expanded beyond the use of the prototype?
That is privileged information.
Then privilege me with it. I don't want Arcadia destroyed any more than you.
Some things I cannot divulge, even under pain of death. This is one of them. All I can say is that the prototype is just that. A proof of concept rendered in miniature. Back to the topic at hand.
Oh.
Do we have an accord? Or do you intend to make further errors in judgment by rejecting my help?
Just to be clear, does this mean you're willing to help me get the rift modulator?
Help you with acquisition? Assuredly not. If, however, in your exploration of the lab, you happen upon the modulator, I surely would not be able to prevent you from seizing it. What I am offering is help afterward. Once you take the prototype, it will set off an immediate lockdown. I can facilitate your exit from the facility, but only if you help me in turn. That modulator will be necessary to unfold the rift and find the evidence I need. And if Valancourt suffers repercussions for its loss, I will count that as an added benefit.
Oh man, do I trust her? What kind of evidence are you hoping to find in the restricted wing?
The kind that proves I did not dishonor myself by making a mistake, and that the cause of the disaster was due to someone else's malfeasance, deliberate or otherwise.
This all sounds risky, but I'm willing to try if you are.
The prototype rift modulator is currently in interstitial hall at the top of Exhibition Tower. There's a lift in the next room over that can take you directly there. Once you have the prototype, make your way to Valancourt's quarters. He should have a spare key card that will grant us access to the restricted wing.
Okay.
I'll monitor your progress from here. Be cautious. The guards of this facility will attack anyone unfamiliar to them. But once you have the key card and rift device, reconvene here, and we'll go together to the wing.
Any last piece of advice?
Valancourt keeps all of the items he confiscates from the staff in a locked closet in his quarters. There may be something pertaining to the investigation within.
Okay. I had some questions
I've
before I go.
already shared more with you than I ought have. But go ahead.
Did you hear the Council's announcement about the coup?
That's an ugly way to describe a legitimate transfer of power. And if you're trying to bait me into expressing an opinion of my superiors, I assure you I will not.
Isn't Valancourt your superior? You seem to have plenty of opinions about him.
A technicality. He's inferior in every way that matters.
What can you tell me about these rift experiments you've been conducting?
The Interstitial Reconfiguration Center was created to continue researching into rifts, following a significant setback to our studies elsewhere.
You're referring to Horizon Point, right?
How do you know about that? That disaster and its link to the death of the Sovereign's family was not made public. No one outside of this facility is supposed to know of it.
Oh,
regardless.
I was there.
Even though Horizon Point's destruction did impede our progress for a time, we learned from it as well. We're now able to generate rifts safely within containment. Or, we were. Due to the exacerbation of the greater rift recently, these lesser rifts became less stable. Some breaking containment or spawning outside of it altogether.
Okay. You know the Sovereign personally. What's he really like?
In public, Henry has adopted the affectations of his father. In private, he is much more personable, though meddlesome too. Always wanting to be involved in the experiments. He becomes most animated when we discuss how matter might be reconstituted from the rifts. What was lost somehow returned. You could say he has a vested interest.
What exactly was Sovereign Varric hoping to accomplish with his research into the rifts?
His motivations are personal. All I am willing to say is that he is a man who loved his family very much and would move planets to see them again.
Trying to bring his family, his parents back? I don't know much about the late Sovereign. Was he very different from the current one?
He and the Consul wore coats cut from the same stern cloth. Henry has never quite matched either of them, in terms of temperament or severity.
Okay. Alright, that's all for now. State-of-the-art chem set. It's clearly seen a lot of use for me to be able to combine some chemicals, create something useful. I cannot. What do we have for weapons right now? Yeah, that was not a good choice. Try this heavy weapons. Actually, before we do that, though. Well, that's a scientist. He's probably not going to attack me, even if he could.
All subjects.
Fight! Aggressor at hand.
Dude, there's rifts all over the place. I still have my floating armor on, so I can easily get over that. Wonder if that was a person. Dang, what did it say? Internal weapons development? Interstitial weapons development.
Something ain't right about that rift. Though, kind of makes you wonder what might be inside it.
That's kind of what I was feeling. I was curious. I want to walk into one of these, see if they'll kill me. Autosave. Let's find out what happens. Okay, just death. That's fair. That's what I expected. I just thought I would check. I think we're going to be going into rifts, though, here at some point. Probably when we get this gadget we're here for. Can I get around it? I can get around it. Any good reason for it? Bruh, how are you not dead? Alright. Hold on. Barracks, exhibition tower. We do need to go to the tower. Actually, we might need to go there first, now that I really think about it. Sealed. That's a bummer. Alright, tower it is. Let's go. Hopefully it's not a trap. We need some music. Holy crap.
They really just left the modulator out in the open, huh? Well, let's say we avail ourselves of their poor security.
Can't help but notice that that thing is just like right there next to a rift. Think that's a coincidence? I don't. Stuff. All right, well, let's see what happens when I grab this. I bet you something's gonna happen. Oh, okay. I'll be honest, I expected more. All right, prototype rift device. The prototype rift device is a mysterious tool built by the Protectorate to study and stabilize rifts. To use, approach and interact with the rift to temporarily stabilize it, revealing objects consumed by the rift.
Prototype rift modulator has been removed without proper authorization.
Quickly, use the modulator to open the rift. It may provide your only avenue for escape.
I get it now? Okay.
To the unsubtle thief. Yes, you with the rift modulator. I've made the intercom available to you. Avail yourself of it.
Avail myself. Should I just ignore him and keep moving?
It's not every day that someone is fool enough to break into the Interstitial Reconfiguration Center. I'd be obliged if you would regale me with the tale of how you managed to get this far.
You must be Valancourt. I heard you're a piece of shit.
A crude assessment and utterly untrue. I am perfectly accommodating to non-incompetence. I suspect you did not reach here unaided. So who was it? Which one of my undutiful brain boxes helped sponsor this little pilferage?
Like I'm gonna tell you that.
You cannot fault me for trying. Well, there will be time to scrutinize every angle of this breach at a later date, once I have dealt with you.
Not if I deal with you first.
Does such bravado normally advance your agenda? So be it.
Yeah.
We can forgo civilities. I will await you in the hangar. There, bullets may fly more freely than words.
Oh, I'm gonna be throwing more than bullets at you. So if you're ready.
Get to work and I'll take care of it, Commander.
Eyes open.
New flaw, Luddite. New technology confuses and frustrates you. Your max gadget energy is reduced and recharges slower, but as long as your energy is full, you gain bonus damage resistance. Oh, that's a problem. Don't I have a perk that uses my energy when I get shot or something like that? Yeah, no, I'm gonna have to pass on this. I'm gonna conflict. Why can't I? There we go. Maintenance access card. Isn't that what I needed to go through the vents? Can I go through both of them or only one? Nope, nope, not at all what I'm trying to do. What do we got down here? Scientist.
Got some bad company.
I don't think they'll enter the vents. Let's see if we can get an angle.
The pride of our hand explosive! Giving chase.
Man, if only he would have stayed here, I could have ended up now. But no, he had to leave. Big old jerk. He is kind of an asshole. Or a piece of shit, isn't that what I called him? Console appears to control various security apparatuses around the lab. Error message on the screen denotes that following console activation requires all nearby electrical switches to be powered on. Okay. Stun counter. 20% chance of stun. Alright, cool. Not what I was trying to go, but I'll take it. Okay, so this does those three. This does those two. Oh, I got it. Took a second to look at it. Disable lockdown contingencies to prevent IRC automech reinforcements from accessing the Rift Containment Lab. Lockdown contingencies for the Rift Containment Lab have been taken offline. Consequently, IRC automech security forces will be unable to gain entry to the lab during lockdown. hope I take so long that that guy gets frustrated waiting for me. It's hilarious thought to me.
As of this morning's demonstration, we have finally proven my central thesis. Matter within the rifts is not permanently destroyed. Broken down into pure information. This confirms many of our theories about the rift to an overwhelming degree, including the potential to restore this information, albeit imperfectly. I expect the Sovereign will be most pleased. I'm scheduled to meet with him later today to discuss my findings more in depth. Note to self, impress upon the Sovereign the research, lest he insist on attending the next demonstration. I surely cannot rely on Valancourt to do his actual job.
Alright, laboratory observations. On the nature of the rifts. Experiments are ongoing to further determine the nature and complexity of information stored within the rifts themselves. It has been theorized that people who have been engulfed by rifts cannot be said to have truly perished, as everything about them is instantaneously converted to raw information. However, this cannot be overemphasized. Information stored in the rift is purely abstract data. We have found no evidence that any consciousness survives. Were it otherwise, I cannot imagine a worse fate to go than be deconstructed while retaining any level of awareness. Sounds pretty rough. We are continuing to build upon the research began at Horizon Point Station and making splendid progress. The Sovereign is pleased, and a happy Sovereign makes for happy work. Still, I cannot help wondering how much further along we how much further along we would be now had we taken advantage of the Order's minds before they became corrupt by seditious thoughts. Prior to the schism, I had believed it impractical to exclude the Order in this research, but it was evidently the correct choice given their presiding bishop's perfidy. Alas for science. And I guess I just gotta go back and take the elevator, because this isn't an option now. Alright, well, let's do this again for practice. I'm very excited to go visit old rifts, I will say. IRC at default security levels. I guess prestige observation side. Oh my god, that was weird.